Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do Bleach Chapter 523 review. Now, before I get started, I do want to say that me personally, I am fairly surprised that the chapters came out this week, because I could have swore that they were going to come out next week. But I'm not complaining because they're here. And since they're here, I'm going to review them because that's what I do. So once again, Bleach Chapter 523 review. Now, this week's chapter of Bleach, and by the way, no summary, it's going to be strictly review, and this chapter can be broken down into two main parts. The first part being about Oetsu, Ichigo, Renji, and the Asawuchi. That's number one. And number two is the Kenpachi, Unohana, Retsu stuff, alright? And, oh man, part two, Kenpachi Unohana. I'm like Peter Griffin right now. Yeah. Yo, man, she's fierce. Yo, she is fierce. That shit shocked the fuck out of me. I was like, damn. I'm like, yo, Kenpachi, you about to get fucking punked? But whatever. I'll get into that later. All right, that's part two. So let me revamp back to part one. And part one, all right, basically, like, there's two main things, right? Well, no, the main gist of part one is basically Ichigo, Renji are now going up against these things called Asawuchi, and they are the manifestation of Nameless Zanpakuto. Now, the thing here is that they're not just the manifestation. When Ichigo said, when he was talking to Oetsu about them being the manifestation, quote unquote, he said, Oetsu said, close. You're so close, but you're not just there. So they're clearly just more than manifestations. But the thing here is that that's all Ichigo needs to know as of right now. But the thing here is that the goal right now, I guess, is to either subdue or overpower or quote-unquote love these Asawuchi in order for Ichigo Renji to take the next step forward into their Zanpakuto training. Now, what I will say, and like that right there is like the main gist of part one. Now, again, what I will say is that the Asawuchi, and I'm going to go word for word right here on the actual panel. Word for word. All right, I have it right here in front of me. I'm going to read it off to you, and then I'm going to explain what this means to me. Because I think I understand. I think I understand exactly what's going on here with the Asawuchi and the whole entire soul molding thing. So, right here, word for word on the panel, right? I can do this shit. Why? One word. Swag. Easy. Now, basically, right here. Asawuchi. There are over 6,000 members in the Gotei 13, all of whom are given a unnamed Zanpakuto from first entering the academy, alright? All Shinigami must spend every waking moment with their Zanpakuto, and as they progress in their training, they slowly and methodically imprint their essence of their soul into their Asawuchi. It is in this manner that they guide and mold their own Zanpakuto. Now, here's the key thing. The key thing is molding one's own soul with the Asawuchi so they attain their own unique Zanpakuto. What does that mean? That means Shikai. That means Shikai. I got it. That means Shikai. That means Shikai. The thing here is that I always question, how can this dude Oetsu mold Zanpakuto when we see Ichigo pull that shit out of his own body? That was his Shikai. The moment Ichigo learned Zangetsu's name, he learned his Shikai, and then he pulled that shit off. Molding one's soul to their Asawuchi and gaining a Zanpakuto is basically a Shikai. And the same thing can apply to Kenpachi, because during the flashback of him and Yachiru, we saw that Kenpachi has the same sword that he has now. But the thing here is that it makes sense because of the fact that Kenpachi has a full-time release Shikai. Phone. I apologize. Alright? I'll do that later, okay? No, I'm not. Fuck! Alright, the thing, you people, is that what you need to realize is that when it comes to the Shikai, when it comes to molding one Zanpakuto, the Shikai is the first step, because in order to actually attain Shikai, you must first know the name of your own Zanpakuto. That's the thing. That's it. That's right there. The reason why Ichigo can pull out his fucking sword of his own heart is because he has a full-time release Shikai. The same thing applies for Kenpachi. They have full-time release Shikai. We have never seen Ichigo has his sword revert back to like a base, sword form. It's never done that. So the thing here is that when it comes to the Asawuchi again are nameless. They're nameless swords. Like, they belong to the fodder Shinigami. And the reason why is because the fodder Shinigami or Shinigami that do not know their own name of the Zanpakuto yet, they do not have Shikais. In order to manifest one's soul and mold it with their own Zanpakuto, they need to actually learn the name of the Zanpakuto and attain Shikai. That's the thing. That's what I believe. At least that's what I believe. I could be fucking wrong. I could be dead wrong. But hey, that's what I think. That's what I believe. That Shikai is this molding of souls. And that's what the whole entire Asauchi thing is, right? The Asauchi are these nameless, fucking fodder. Like Ichigo's first sword, in a sense, was like a big Asauchi. I mean, that's what it was, pretty much. Pretty much. That's what it was. So now it makes sense why this guy, and by the way, like Oetsu, he says that these are the strongest types of Zanpakuto, and the reason why is because of the fact that they can literally become anything. Like, we have the option of going with the Kyoraku, we have the Yamamoto route, we got the Unohara route. They can literally become anything. Matsumoto, Kira, whatever your own soul is, and when you mold it to your own Zanpakuto, it can literally become whatever you want to be at that point in time. Whatever. So, I mean, yeah, right there. I got it. I mean, at least I think I got it. I think I got it. Now, what I will say is that I don't see how, hey. Oh, and by the way, I mean, I do remember that Zangetsu talked about this before, when he was in the inner world with Ichigo beforehand. Like, when Ichigo was training with, when he first met the Haru Ichigo. When he was talking about how these swords are like, they belong to, like, nameless Shinigami, like, they're nameless swords, they're weak, and yada, yada, yada. But see, like, I believe that he said that they were weak. But then we have Oetsu saying that, no, like, they're the strongest ones, because they can become anything. So, I mean, hey, take it as you would. But right there is part one. Very simple, very straightforward, alright? And now we're going to see Ichigo Renji, and they're going to try and subdue, love, or overpower these Asauchi. That's number one. Number two, or they could try and manifest their souls into, because I believe, I think, I'm not too sure, but I believe that Oetsu, he had the sword hilts of both Zangetsu and Zabimaru, and he threw them inside the pit. And then after he threw them inside the pit, we saw these guys come out of nowhere. So maybe these dudes are Zangetsu and fucking Zabimaru. And Oetsu, he reverted them back to their Asauchi forms, so they can re-love and they can re-mold their swords. Maybe. But that's part one. Part two. Yeah, part two. Yeah. Yeah! Oh, man. Fuck me, dude. Yo, part two, man. Part fucking dude. This bitch is beast. Like, what the fuck? Yo. Ah, god damn it. Unohana Yachu. God damn it. Dude, yo, Kenpachi, man, you're in for a world of hurt, my dude. You're in for a world of hurt. Now, the one thing about this whole part 2 that I find iffy was that we have Kyoraku. He explained the backstory about how Unohana, like, she was a part of like the original squad, where they were like the strongest they were like the strongest Gote 13 ever. And, you know, like back when Yamamoto was like a fucking quote-unquote demon, like when he was a fucking monster. But the thing is that he was talking about how apparently he knows that one of them is gonna die in this battleground. Like, really? Like, no. I don't buy that. I do not believe that either Unohana or Kenpachi are gonna die. I don't see it happening. And if one does die, it's probably going to be Unohana because of the whole entire passing on the generation thing. I mean, like, that's the only like legitimate reason why I would feel that Kenpachi would kill Unohana, because Unohana would want to pass on the generation because she is a part of that older generation with like Yamamoto and like those dudes back in the day. And the thing here is that what I will say is that I don't see her being that type of person, but maybe the death of Yamamoto affected her in that nature. But in my personal opinion, I don't see it happening. I believe that she may be severely wounded, but she won't die. At least I don't think so. I don't see it. And plus, she knows healing arts. She's been the captain for, you know, she's been the squad captain or captain 4 for a very long time. She knows how to heal. She can heal people who got kicked, who got cut in half. So I don't see her dying. I just don't see her dying. I just don't. But hey, if she does, look, in my opinion, if she does die, I wouldn't like it at all. I just wouldn't, because it'd be like waste. Like what a waste. Because we have Yuha back, and the boys are coming back. And when they're coming back, you want everybody. You want everybody. So why the fuck are you gonna sacrifice the first Kenpachi so the first Kenpachi can train the 11th Kenpachi? No. I don't see it happening. And if it does happen, in my opinion, I think it's gonna be bullshit. I think it's gonna be bullshit. I really do. But fuck it. But basically, right now, where they are is that they're fighting in some mock hyperbolic time chamber shit. That's what the fuck it was. The Mugen Infinity, where right now they are underneath, like they're in the prison. I forgot what it's called, but whatever. Like the prison, and they're in like the last level of the prison, and apparently it's an infinite space. It's an infinite space where Kenpachi and Unohana can just duke this shit out. And Kenpachi was shocked that she even got this place. And then, well, she told him, well, yeah, because the head commander, Kyoraku, he said that we could use it. So, like, we can use it. And then Kenpachi, like, he's talking, and then Unohana, she turns around, and then she has his face. She has his fucking face. I was like, oh, Lord have mercy. No, it's game over. Like, she had this face on where she's been killing dudes for thousands upon thousands of years. And, I mean, like, yo, like, she's fucked some people, like she's fucked dudes in the ass face. And, I mean, like, it's fierce. It is fierce. She is, yeah. I mean, you see, now I see why she's the first Kenpachi. I mean, that's not a face. I mean, yo, man, that is not a motherly, loving face. That is a face of some crazy, psychotic bitch. And she's killing people. And what I will say was that we have Kenpachi. Like, Kenpachi is talking and talking and talking. And then at some point, she's just like, you have verbal diarrhea right now. Shut up. She tells him, like, just silent. Because every time you talk, the only scar that I've ever gotten aches. And then Kenpachi says, well, you know, fuck you, same to me, bitch. And I noticed how they both have scars. She has a scar on her chest right here, and then he has a scar across his eye. I mean, obviously, because like, we've already known that he had a scar across his eye, but she has her own scar apparently. So I don't know, but maybe these two fall in the past. I mean, maybe, because I don't remember, but during the flashback when Kyoki was talking about, you know, how strong she was in the past, and then we see her, like, as far as I can tell in this flashback, there is no scar on her chest. So maybe these two fought in the past before, and then Kenpachi got scarred in the eye because of her, and that's why he respects her. But I'm not too sure. I could be wrong about that too. But right now, Kenpachi and Unohana are having a death battle. You know, let's have a death battle. You know, like on some Superman Goku shit. But whatever, man. Whatever. Right? They're having it right now. They're gonna have a death battle, and the death battle, the winner will, you know, attain. You know, the winner was basically gonna come out. You know, whatever. Fuck it. You know what I mean? There's gonna be a winner, and then the loser dies apparently. But I don't see Unohana dying. Kenpachi, he's not gonna die. He's just not. He's not. He's not. He's a character throughout the course of the entire Bleach series has been fairly well developed. So him dying is an impossibility, in my personal opinion. And Unohana dying makes sense to me because her character scheme is minimal at best. So yeah, I see her dying, but at the same time, I don't see it happening at all. I see them both surviving because once again, you're gonna want everybody. Once you hop back and the boys come back, I mean, then that's the way it is. So, but I'm done. The rating for this week's chapter of Bleach, it was, in my personal opinion, a great chapter. I thought it was a great chapter because of the fact that we have Unohana Yatsuru for the first time. Just we see her, like, her, you know, her unbraided hair, the fucking face. We see that the stakes are high and shit. We get the whole entire thing about her being a part of the original squad that were quote-unquote demons. At the same time, learning about the origins of the Asauchi, which Zangetsu himself talked about during the Soul Society arc, about how they were like fodder, nameless Zanpakuto. But in retrospect, I believe that Zangetsu said that they were weak, whereas we have Oetsu saying that they're strong, that they are the strongest. So, in my personal opinion, a great chapter of Bleach. Character-wise, when it comes to Unohana, progression-wise, it was there for her strictly. Strictly her, yeah. And Kenpachi a little bit, depending on if or if not the scar in his face was given to her by Unohana. So, I'm done. King Lightning, be sure to, of course, rate, comment, and subscribe as always. And I'm signing out. Peace. Have a nice day.